When I talk about the edit style for Renaissance, I feel like it was perfect. I was really shocked to kind of see some look. I can't say she's human, to be honest, I can't really say she's human. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Success, the Success Carter, and if this is my first time on your screen, what are you really waiting for? What are you doing? Like and subscribe to me, it helps me a lot. And if it's not, welcome back. OG. I don't know if you already know, but today was the day. Today was the day. I literally am just getting back from seeing Renaissance the movie, and guys, I don't know who has a video of me out there, but I am sure that I was a complete nuisance when it came to watching the movie. It was just like a roller coaster of emotions. I was excited, then I was like emotional. I was literally bawling my eyes, crying. I was dancing. I stood up from my seat. I went to the front. It was a lot. If I find clips, I'll probably insert it here.
My dress.
I was just really excited to see the movie. Like, I've waited for this long. If you don't know, I am from Nigeria, so we did not get to have a tour. So this was the closest thing for me to like experience the Renaissance in a continuous form. So I was just really excited, to be honest. I kind of reviewed the show from city to city. When I was reviewing the shows, I always just saw these clips in bits. I never saw it as like a full show. So to me, it was just really exciting for me, to be honest. I don't know who has a video of me out there, but I'm sure I was a complete nuisance, but it's okay. I was a nuisance for Beyoncé. I said I was going to review the show when I came back. I'm actually really tired right now, and forgive me if my voice sounds a little bit husky, but the way I screamed today, the way I was screaming, I could have gotten arrested for that, to be honest. And I feel like if I sleep right now, I'm going to wake up tomorrow with no voice, and no voice equals no review. So yeah, I could definitely do it today. And if Beyoncé can plan for the Renaissance 4 years while having knee surgery and doing all of that, I definitely can shoot this video right now. I really have a note here of what I wrote down. It's going to be short and sweet, and in terms of how I broke it down in my notes, I'm going to be talking about the edit style of the Renaissance movie, storytelling, fashions, obviously, because we discussed fashions here, Beyoncé as a mother, Beyoncé being gaslighted. I mean, crazy, right? We're going to talk about the Blue Ivy shenanigans and all of that. If this is something you're interested in, you definitely want to keep on watching till the end. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Now, first of all, I am not gonna lie, I really vibed with the way Beyoncé chose to narrate and tell the story. Now, I'm going to tie in the edit style with storytelling, and I feel like when I talk about the edit style for Renaissance, it was perfect because Beyoncé knew when to add, she knew when to take away, she knew when to start, she knew when to stop. And once you have those 4 key elements, I feel like that's a recipe for perfection. And I just feel like the ebb and flow of the show, of the movie, was just right, because at certain points she would go into her narration and come back with a full-fledged performance, and I feel like the transition between that just felt really right. The timing of it all and the way she chose to tell the story was just something that was really smart. This show was 4 years in the making, and baby, it showed, because literally no one is putting up a performance or a show like this. So I would understand why this will take time and energy. She also talks about how the stage were individually created and how people had to like fix the lights. It was just all good, and I feel like the storytelling was so good because I feel like Beyoncé was involved in every aspect of the production. From things that were not even supposed to be her concern, she was there. She was asking questions. She was like, I need this to be done, I need that to be done, I need some research, how can we make this better? And I feel like the storytelling came through that good because she was involved in every step of the way. Now we're taking a deep jump into the fashions that were served by Beyonce. This is literally like my favorite section, and I really wanted to talk about it because what is the success hardest review without reviewing the fashions? Now I must say this, I must spell this out. I feel like the fashions that appeared in the movie are Beyonce's favorites. I don't know. This is my theory, but I feel like the fashions that appeared in the movie were definitely her favorites because I was really shocked to kind of see some look. And one look that actually stood out to me that I was really shocked because in my fashion review, I always did not look at this look as like a standout look, was this Roxanda look. And I just remembered doing my fashion game challenge where I chose like the best opening outfits. It wasn't really a standout look to me, but I feel like that was one of Beyonce's favorite, and that's why it appeared in the visuals. I honestly just feel like, you know, she loves that Roxanda look for it to appear there. Also, I feel like during Cozy and Energy, I honestly felt like there were better looks in my head that she should have shown, to be honest. But, you know, I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. The Emilio Pucci look that, of course, won for my fashion game was heavily featured in the movie, but I just felt like there were other like standout looks that she should have shown. But I guess that, you know, maybe she was just speaking out from her face, like I said before. And I was really surprised that the Ivy Park floral look actually made it onto like the show. But then again, I'm like, okay, maybe she's trying to like showcase her brand and all of that. Also, I have a bone to pick with Beyonce because why? Queen, why did you exclude the silver heated look? Like, she gave us the red and she gave us the gold, but like the silver was nowhere to be found. And if you watch my reviews, you already know that I actually really love the silver, so I don't get why she kind of like just tossed it aside. Also, I was super bummed that she did not get to show other looks for Pure Honey. I mean, she showed us the Mugler look, and that was all fine and good. That is actually my favorite look. But I mean, some transitions here and there to the other looks wouldn't have hurt us. But like, yeah, we take what we get. But yeah, that is really all I noticed about like the fashions in the movie that were featured. I feel like the fashion that were featured were Beyonce's favorites, and that's why they made it on, not necessarily because those looks were not good or up to par, because she really left out some very sickening looks, I can't even lie. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Did you guys enjoy the fashion? What look wasn't there that you expected to be there? Let me know in the comment section and all of that. Moving on, I wanted to talk about the theme of Beyonce being a mom, and this is kind of a part of the show that actually really warms my heart. And you know, she just talks about how she's a superstar to the rest of us. Like, she is the Beyonce, she's the queen, and she does no wrong. She, you know, performs, you know, she is up there. But as soon as she gets down on that stage, she literally is a mother, and her children just yearn to be with their mother, because to all of you, she can be the queen, she can be like but to them, she's just mommy. So that just really warmed my heart that she did not take that for granted, and she, according to her, tried as much as possible to like always be there and shuffle between taking care of them also while being on tour. It's really not easy, to be honest. The next thing we're talking about is Beyonce being gaslighted, and I know that sounds really weird, but she discusses in the movie about her being really second guessed, and you know, there was an instant where she was demanding like a fisheye camera something, and they were like, no, this is all we can do, this is all there is in the market, and she literally had to go and research, and she came back and she's like, you know, I researched this thing and there is something that we can actually get like that. I feel like that was really like interesting to see. I mean, because this is Beyonce, I mean, she is the Beyonce, and the fact that, you know, other people will try to, you know, make her second guess herself was just something that I was just like, she actually was second guessing herself. Like, that was actually crazy to me, to be honest. And that was just beautiful to see that she was not taking no for an answer. She had a vision and she was going to execute it, and execute it she did. Moving on, we're going to be talking about Blue Ivy and the whole shenanigans surrounding her performing mostly across all the shows. Now, according to the movie, she was only meant to perform once. That is wild to me when I heard that. She was only meant to perform once. Can you imagine Renaissance without Blue Ivy? I don't know. I don't see it, but like that was very interesting to see how they were a bit hesitant for her coming out, and when she finally did, the criticism that followed, and her being like, you know what, that's not gonna stop me, baby. I'm gonna come back and I'm going to rehearse, and the more I rehearse, the more confident I am doing this, and the better I get. And guess what, baby? That worked, because Blue Ivy was showing up every other night doing the damn thing, and you can literally see the trajectory. There's literally a video that puts side by side a performance of her first performance and her last performance, and you can literally see the growth. She rehearsed for this, so she was definitely confident. So that part of the movie really resonated with me, because I could vividly remember that time where people were just coming for her. I'm just like, this girl is literally a child. Why are you coming for a child? Are you dumb? But it's just interesting to see her own perspective, that did not try and stop her, that did not make her look back into a corner and she was like, oh no. She showed up and she got the work done, to be honest. And yeah, that was just really interesting to see. Another thing that was really interesting to see was how she actually stood up for Diva as we know it, because can you imagine Diva being cut out of the set list? That's a crime. That's literally a crime, to be honest. So I feel like I've exhausted everything that I really wanted to talk about. I just feel like the Renaissance movie was a good watch, and I feel like we needed it. I feel like I needed it, to be honest. I'm sorry if I'm talking on my microphone. I feel like I needed it, and it's a beautiful experience. I would not really call it a movie. It's an experience, because when I entered into the cinema to watch the movie, it was a whole immersion for me. I was excited, I cried, I danced. It was just like a roller coaster, and I feel like that's what a true experience should be. And I feel like Renaissance, the movie, gave that to me. But I would like to know your thoughts. What do you think about the movie in totality? Is there anything that I failed to discuss that you want to discuss? Please let me know in the comment section. So guys, we've come to the part of the video where I give my ratings for the movie, and I would say that, in all honesty, how I'm feeling today and how I've watched the movie, both to enjoy it and both from like the technical aspect, I feel like Renaissance, the movie by Beyoncé, is definitely a 10 over 10 for me, 100% for me. And feel free to argue with me or whatever, but I stand by my decision and I said what I said. Renaissance, the movie, 10 over 10, 100%. And that's on what? Period. Alright guys, we have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, I reviewed Renaissance movie by Beyoncé. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I will definitely be catching you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye guys. Wow.